Welcome everyone to the Ballinesian podcast special championship week preview. We're dropping this Saturday night. This is the night before the game, so you might be listening to this Sunday as the Ravens get ready to play the Chiefs and the Lions travel to San Francisco to play the Niners in the NFC Championship. It's got a very special week and also a very special episode. As always, sponsored by Livasa Island Apparel. Shout out to brother Uri out there. Check them out,
hmm
www.livassaislandapparel.com. I am Lance Falitongo, and we are honored on the Ballinesian podcast to be joined by one of the biggest Niner fans we have in the chat, Meezy from
Yes,
Stockton.
sir. Yes,
Welcome to the
sir.
podcast, bro.
Man, it's an honor, man. It's an honor, my brother. It's an honor.
Yo. So you and Eri are family. Is that right?
Yes, sir. That's a little big brother right there. That's my first cousin right there.
Nice. Shout out to the fam. Uh, and
Yeah,
you've been a 49ers fan for how long would you say?
man. 33 years, man. I'm 33 years old since I came out the womb, man. Started
Life.
from I just grew up in the family, man. We grew up in San Francisco, so you know how that goes, man. Straight
Yeah.
locals over there.
I feel like Niner Nation is also a strong like family team too. Like people
Yeah,
yeah, Niner fans pass that down. And
yeah.
everybody is really big into it. And yeah, you said like your whole life. So it's going to be interesting and I think entertaining and educational to hear a lot of the takes that you have on the Niners in this NFC Championship game. Um, but before we start to do that, I just want to hit the AFC Championship. That game is going to be the first game on Sunday, 12 o'clock. I think it's on CBS, where Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs, go to face the number one seed in the AFC, Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson looking like he's about to get another
Woo!
MVP. Uh, do you have any feelings on the way this is going to go? Either way, Chiefs coming with the upsets, Ravens going with a domination. What do you think is going to happen there for the AFC?
Uh, I think it's gonna be to the last second, man. I don't see you can't never sleep on Mahomes, man. The man
Right.
is a future Hall of Famer, man. You just can't sleep on what he has. You know, I think his experience speaks for itself. It's the reason why he's up there. But I think it's gonna be lights out, man. It's gonna be a great game to me. It's gonna be probably even the best game in the playoffs.
Yeah. I'm hoping for a big shootout, especially between these two big quarterbacks, Patrick
Yeah,
Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, former
yeah,
MVPs, both of them.
yeah.
Um, the Ravens, I think going pass heavy, changing their whole offense this year has shown like results, right? They're the number one seed in the AFC. And also that defense is just what the Baltimore Ravens defense is known for. Like Ed Reed, Ray
Man,
Lewis, maybe not to that level, but it's still hard
right.
hitting, super ferocious, tackle well, tackle fast. So I'm hoping Mahomes can throw a little bit of that magic in and make this a big game and not totally get like ransacked because their pass catchers have been dropping
Yeah,
so even Kelsey in the playoffs.
yeah.
Uh, so trying to figure out who's going to step up for the Chiefs, if it's going to be, Mahomes and Kelsey again, or Rasheed Rice, number 4 for the Chiefs. Been going off in fantasy football. but,
Yeah.
uh, yeah, so that's
Rookie,
going
by
to
the way.
be, yeah, the first
That's
year.
crazy.
And I feel like his first half of the season took some time, but the second half of the season, he really showed consistently that he'll be out there catching passes from Patrick Mahomes. And Mahomes,
Yeah.
yeah, like you said, Mahomes is a future Hall of Famer. Um, he's been to 6 NFC or 6 AFC championship games in like 6 years of starting. That is
Man.
crazy to me. I
Yeah.
mean, especially him being in in the Chargers division. I'm like, oh, I hate to see this. I hate
Hey, I would hate it too, man. Damn.
it. The Ravens are favored, I think, by 3.5 points in this game.
Oh, no way.
It's in
Wow.
Baltimore. Um, I think that defense, like, I mean, the Chiefs' defense, I think, might be underrated, but the Ravens' defense might have what it takes to to lock up Mahomes or at least mess him up enough to throw him off. Um, if you had to pick like a player or a certain thing in this game that uh, would get the Chiefs to win, what do you think it is? You think it's just Mahomes having a good game? I think it's the pass
Hmm.
catchers.
Yep.
Uh,
I was just about
you
to
know,
say that.
gotta step up. You definitely gotta step
Mhm.
up. What about you? If the Chiefs were to win, who would need to play the biggest role?
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think it's pass catchers. I think I forget his name, number 11. He needs to step up. I think
Okay.
Uh,
Who's gonna play?
Pacheco needs
Yep.
to keep it going, keep the sticks moving, and yeah, everybody just needs to show up for Mahomes if they really want to take this win.
And
But
Isaac
yep, it's going to be a tough one.
Pacheco was cleared to play, so he is gonna play. That is great news for the Chiefs' chances.
Oh no
Um,
way! I
yeah,
didn't know he
so
was he on injured thing.
I think he just got an injury this week, or was like possibly not going to make it, but he's confirmed to be to play. So that's going to be great for the Chiefs' chances. And then on the Baltimore side, on the Ravens side, it's just doing what you're supposed to do, right? That offense needs to click like it's been.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, Lamar Jackson needs to take it into his hands, and that defense just continues to play like that defense plays. But that is going to be the AFC Championship on CBS at 12 o'clock. And yeah, we're
Okay.
excited to see how that's going to roll out. But let's now get to the game that everybody has been waiting for. This one's going to be the NFC Championship. Detroit Lions.
Mm.
Uh, Detroit Lions have been against the Bucks. They played last week. I forget. But they're
Yep.
in here.
Yep.
Jared
Yep.
Goff. They got a whole new. I feel like a bunch of weapons that might not be new, but are definitely improved. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jamison Williams, Jameer Gibbs is new. He's a rookie too. David Montgomery
Yeah.
showing out. Laporta. So they definitely got names that people, especially in fantasy football, will be familiar with. Um,
Hmm.
but they're going up against a Niners team that is above average and good and great on both sides of the ball. I think the biggest weakness for the Niners might be special teams, but even you guys got a rookie kicker, Jake Moody, right? Who's been
Oh man,
consistent and good. No?
my heart be beating 10 times faster when this man goes to the line, man. Yeah, he's rookie.
You know. So you guys looking to secure a bid to the Super Bowl. As a just off the top, I want to know how confident you are in this Niners team. Like, as a Niners fan going into this game on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rate your confidence level against this Lions team?
Damn. Honestly, as a fan, I would want to rate. I'd say a 10 off tops.
Yeah.
But in reality, for this question, oh man, I'm kind of no disrespect to the faithful man, but
Mm.
man, I'm kind of this don't it got me feeling iffy on this. I feel like I'm at a 7, 8 ish.
Oh, that's still pretty good,
But
but
yeah,
also very
I would
real.
say yeah, I
But
would say an
the
8 though for sure, because
that's still pretty strong. That's good. You guys got
yeah,
let's see, NFC. You playing the Lions. You got to go up against. I mean, I don't really know their defense is got a bunch of stars like that. Uh, but we're talking about
yeah. I think that linebacker. I think yeah, their defense, man, is sleepers, man, sleepers. They got that. I forget their. I don't really know their names either, but they got that good old white boy linebacker. He's a stud right there. And then they got the DN right there, another stud. What's his
Hutchinson.
name? Hutchinson. Yep, they got him. They got C.J. Gardner, another stud who just returned back.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Him and Debo about to go at it again, so that's gonna be fun to watch.
Yo, Debo cleared to
Yeah, and
play.
then
What was Debo's injury? Was it a leg or an ankle?
it was a shoulder injury. It was that shoulder when he and the hit didn't even look that bad, but you know how football is, man. It don't
Yeah,
even have to look that bad, man. You could just land on the wrong angle and bam, you're out.
man. But Debo, I know they were. Oh, right, he had that injury before, and then he tweaked it
Yeah,
again, and they were worried he was gonna miss multiple games like he did earlier this season. Luckily, it's not another fracture, so he's been cleared to play, which is big. What does Debo Samuel's
yeah.
do? You think that makes him so special to that offense? Is he like, can they get away without using him at full strength, or do you think he's like a really important piece to opening up the San Francisco offense?
Oh, he's a important piece for sure. He's the reason why we made it this far. He's part of the reason why we're here this far. Without him, I don't see us in the playoffs at all. But yeah, he's an important key. If not, he is the key, you know. But yeah, Debo is just yeah, I like it when he comes on the field. I think he gets the defenses shaky a little bit, you know.
Mm,
With him on the field it's a big difference. He's you know part of one of the biggest offensive players on that Niners offense.
I know he had like a great season, I want to say 2 years ago. And then last year, he kind of said he
Yeah,
wasn't playing at like his best physical shape or he wasn't like fully into it. But now coming back, I mean, other than the injuries, he's been playing pretty consistently at a really good level. And I mean, I always thought that Christian McCaffrey is the piece that makes the offense go. Like
oh
people,
yeah,
defenses have to account for a running back that can power over you, speed by you, catch the
yeah.
ball. So I always feel like Christian McCaffrey is kind of like the cog that gets the Niners going. But Debo Samuel, like you're right, the defenses have to know where he is because he's such a
Yeah.
rack monster. Like he can catch a drag and take it 60 yards,
Man,
like just racing you to the
yeah.
sideline and then turning up field. So that's going to be really dope. I have a question about Brock Purdy. I know he wasn't looking his greatest last week
Yeah.
in the rain, having to play the Packers, come back in the last quarter. Um, the weather in Santa Clara tomorrow, no rain, right? It's going to be almost
Yeah.
70 degrees. It's supposed to be clear, maybe sunny even. Um, how do you feel about what do you think Brock Purdy is going to be doing in this game? I mean, I know as a Niner fan, you want, perfect quarterback rating, hit the touchdowns, do everything, but going against the Lions, especially after last week, how confident are you in Brock Purdy to play at a level that's going to get you guys the win?
I think man, with this weather now that it's good, no excuses. By the way, I think I'm very confident, you know, because there's no excuse at all, you know, the weather and this and that. I think Brock needs to be patient, you know, but I'm very confident that he'll get it
Mm,
done. I think if he's patient, he instead of if Kyle could drop these good plays for him instead of hitting check downs, and if he could just work with his eyes from left to right like he did earlier in the season, he'll be successful.
yeah, I know the Lions are going to try to pressure, but I don't. I think Brock Purdy led the league actually in passer rating while being pressured. Like
Yeah.
he can get the ball out quickly and he knows where the ball needs to go. Right? It's not just like,
Yeah.
oh snap, the pocket's collapsing. I need to throw it away. He like sees that the blitz is coming and he feels like calmly even gets it to where it needs to go. And I don't know if that's him and just like his experience or if that's the coaching, like Kyle Shanahan is really drilled into him exactly what you need to do, like where the safety valves are, how to process stuff. So,
I
uh,
think Kyle, I think that right there you can't teach that kind of stuff, you know. And I
coding,
think a
okay.
coach can just give you a play and you can go out there and just run that play. But the way he runs it, that a lot of things are happening all at once, and you could change the look, and something else can happen in the way Brock adjusts to that and still gets that play off. I think that's what makes the 49ers successful
Dang.
because the way he keeps the plays alive, and we haven't seen that, prior to having Jimmy and all those Jimmy Garoppolo and the ones before him. But I think that's what made him in his own lane instead of
Dang.
Trey Lance and Jimmy Garoppolo having Brock Purdy. He's separated from the both of them, so that's what makes him successful. Just keeping that play alive and still reading what he sees out on the field. He ain't over
Right.
there um just in a hurry trying to get these balls out. So I think that's what makes him successful.
Yo, yeah. I mean, maybe it's just like he's only been in the league for 2 years. I know he
Right.
was the last pick in the draft. Um, and that just feels like it shouldn't be looking this easy for him to
Mhm.
make it look as really as simple as he does, because it's like he's just like, oh, this isn't open, so this is open, and then he gets the ball there. And that's, I mean,
Yeah.
you might see other quarterbacks, especially young ones, be able to recognize the pressure, but then they do not know what to do with the ball after. And Brock Purdy looks like he's like,
Right.
well, I just need to go right here. Oh, look, he's open. And the Niners just continue to pick up gains, pick up first downs. And I mean, also, even on the medium to deep throws, he throws a pretty ball, man. Like very catchable, and leads
Yeah.
his receivers to like away from the defenders and stuff. So maybe it's just because people keep saying he was Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick. Maybe everybody just messed up. Maybe all the scouting teams
Yeah.
just didn't know what they should have been looking for, and this guy is going to be the one that elevates the team and the
Right.
offense. And he doesn't need to do anything super crazy, right? He doesn't need to Lamar it
Yeah.
and be able to shake people, run 50 miles an hour. But the way he's controlling the pocket, controlling the tempo, the offense, getting it out consistently, um, that might have been uh, helped last week with his receivers making some crazy catches and bailing them out a lot. But I think this week, weather's good, sunny California, and I think Niner Nation is going to have a pretty good weekend. Hopefully, and the Niners are like 7-point favorites. That's pretty big
Oh,
in the especially in the playoffs when you got the best teams going up against each other. But I think that
yeah.
speaks to just how much the defense should be able to contain all those Lions, and the offense is supposed to be getting on their way, doing what they're really supposed to do. But um, I want to talk about what you think a win looks like for both teams. Like, what exactly does a Niners win look like? Is it Brock Purdy being consistent, or is it the defense shutting down Goff? What do you think?
Uh, yeah, I think it starts with the defense. I think actually it starts in the trenches. Actually,
Okay,
that
yep.
D line, man. It's all about winning in the trenches. I think if you could win right there, you could win anywhere. Mm,
The Niners defensive line is stacked.
Man, yeah, they're stacked. Don't get me wrong, they're stacked, but it'll be more embarrassing knowing that we're stacked and we're not getting no pressure like last week. Last week
Oh, yep, yep.
they name all these all stars on this D line, and it's like, damn, man, we got to get something going, or else we're just gonna look like a waste of talent. Like we're not gonna be stacked. We kind of looking mediocre, but I ain't getting on my players like that. It's just like we know our potential, we know what we could do, and I think
Mm,
the number one thing is it starts in the trenches. So if we could start right there and bring it back to like the 2019 D line, then we're gonna have these teams fear us once again.
nice. What is that? What is that? What are the names on that D line? Defensive Player of the Year, Nick Bosa.
Yeah,
Uh, you got Hargrave,
yep. We got Hargrave, we
traded
got
for
Eric
Chase
Armstead.
Young, Eric
Yeah,
Armstead.
Yep. Case
Man.
Young, Gregory, and then yep. That's it. That's where it starts, man.
Definitely should be able to get pressure with just the D line. Do you know, do the Niners blitz a lot, like linebackers and cornerbacks off the edge, or is it mostly they just expect those big boys up front to get things moving?
So the beginning of the season, I think that's where that's what was happening when Wilkes was in the box. Our
Mm,
defensive coordinator was in the box. He was sending out blitz from the DBs, and it seemed like that's what he was doing the whole time. And you seen a shift from when the Niners went undefeated for a bit, and then we started losing those 3 games in a row because
right, right.
uh, teams were starting to catch on that okay, well these guys are sending DBs out. We know what they're gonna do. It's obvious. And yeah, we had to switch it up. And when he came down on the field, he started to switch it up. When it was time. It's a game of chess out here on the field. You can't just
Yeah.
blitz, and then bam. Like let them expect it. You gotta hit them when it's unexpected. So yeah, we blitz DBs, but I think they expect it more from the D line, knowing how
Mm,
stacked they are.
yeah. There. I was talking to Cepha M. Shout out to him. Oh, hello, Marcus,
That's my
Politicking
dog.
Network. Yeah, and he was talking about. I mean, we were talking about old football players. So we were
Hmm.
talking about Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman. I was like, oh, that kind of compares. I mean, those are some great players. But right now,
Yeah.
you guys got uh, like Pro Bowl linebackers too. You got Fred Warner, who many consider one of the best linebackers in the NFL, and then you also got
Yeah.
Dre Greenlaw, who was a dog and messes people up. Uh, I feel like I think the Lions need to take Warner out of the picture because Jared Goff likes to throw to the middle, and Warner is going to lock
Yeah.
that up unless he's worried about the run, right? So I feel like David Montgomery for the Lions needs to have a huge
Yeah.
game for the Lions to have a chance to win this. But I mean, this was let me see. I think it was Danny Heifetz on the Ringers Fantasy Football podcast was talking about getting David Montgomery the ball. Oh no, it was Benjamin Solak getting David Montgomery the ball up the middle real quick so that Fred Warner has to step up, and that's the only way that the passes over the middle are going to be available for Jared Goff. Uh, but the linebackers, I feel like, are too good for to be letting the run game out like that. Do you guys
Yeah.
allow like big time rushers at all?
Man, dude, I think that's one of the weaknesses, man, is running up that middle. You
What?
know, yeah, man. There's a big difference from seeing like once again going back to that 2019 defensive line was you could never run anywhere, and
Yeah.
every year after that we were always that's what they were known for is the D line, that defense and that D line. Everybody always mentions, man, that D line is stacked.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I think this year is just different. We need to bring that culture back of lighting them up. They
Yeah.
don't want to run on us no more. They don't fear us. Seems like they don't fear us. And they're just running it. And that's
Yeah.
when even I'm surprised. Like, what the heck? I'm not used to this at all. Starting
Yeah.
from 2019 to now, I'm not used to any teams coming running on us like this. So when I see, like last week when I seen Jones go off like that, I'm like, come on, man, this is not
This is
it.
not
Like,
us. This is not
this is
us.
not it, bro. But I feel like for the Lions, they got a good running game. They got that rookie too.
Mm-hmm.
Gibbs is coming out of Alabama. We can't sleep on him.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm confident in our D line patching that up, and especially our linebackers that you mentioned, because Golf knows who Golf knows who Greenlaw is, man. Last time we played him, Greenlaw picked them and ran it all the way in Detroit. So I think we've always known who Golf was,
Yeah.
especially him coming from the
The
Rams being our
Rams.
division.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, we know, and this is the best I've ever seen golf, and them that Lions team. So, oh man, it's kind of like this to me. I'm not gonna go over here saying, "Oh yeah, we're gonna go smash him." now. I think this Lions team is different. They ain't got nothing to lose, and yeah, it's gonna be a tough one.
Uh, yeah, that's really good. That's a really good point. It's recognizing that it's going to be a tough game. There are weapons on both sides, but I feel like it's good to have had Jared Goff in your division, so at least you have some tape, some feel from the guys that have played him on how he goes. But again, you're right. This is a feels like a new Jared Goff, or at least the best one that we've seen.
Yeah,
I mentioned this on the last episode, but Luke Jobs pointed out in one of the group chats that Jared Goff is like top three, top five in passing statistics over the last 2 years. Like he's been going off with the
I believe,
Lions. And I
I
think that
believe it.
the first season he got there, they only had 3 wins. But since then, Dan Campbell drafting with Brad Holmes, starting with Panay Sewell, getting Jameer
Yeah,
Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jameson Williams, a bunch of defensive players that, like you said, go under the radar but are still like really good. Um, yeah, that Lions whole team might be a bit underrated. So you definitely don't want to, you know, underestimate them because they've shown they can pop. Um, as far as the Niners secondary, Travarius Ward is
oh
going
man,
to be an All Pro Bowler. Like what is but what else? Who else is back there right now?
we got uh we got Travarius Ward, our boy
Yep,
Lenore, you know,
yep.
Ambry. And then I think what scares me most of our defense is is our secondary, like our safeties. You know,
Mm-hmm.
both of them are veterans, are a little older, so you have these young cats running by them. That's what scares me most, and it's very. I feel like it's unfortunate that we don't have our big Huff back there. You know what I'm saying? But you know
Yeah.
what? I think Huff on the sideline we'll position them in a better position on that field because, like I said, that scares me that we
Mm.
have both of them veterans. I know you would think having veterans are a good thing, but older legs compared to these young legs running by you, you talking about 4-2. 4-2 ain't nothing no more in the NFL, man. These boys is running 4-2 straight off the rip. So you talking 4-2 going against 4-4, 4-5? Man, that's scary. That's scary. We just gotta be locked in,
Them
man.
new legs, man. Them new legs is different. Them old legs, you think you can catch
Man,
up until you see the new legs run by you, and you're like, I might need to
they don't
switch
they don't have
right
to
back.
retire. Man, they done had to retire Richard Sherman off of that shit.
Oh, bro. Oh, Richard Sherman, damn.
No, yeah.
Yeah, man, I want
And
to.
shout out to the Uso Panay Sewell, man. Shout out to him,
Yeah,
man.
I feel like that
Nothing but
line is
love for
gonna.
him.
They're gonna need to protect Jared Goff from that at least front
I
seven.
actually I think there's someone I mean it'll go in our advantage, but I think if I could remember, I thought I seen either their left guard, one of the guards, or even the center might be out for this game. So that's an important key for them.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's gonna play a big role on us. I don't know if it's gonna be what is Panay Sewell? Is he a right guard?
he's a right tackle.
Right tackle.
Yeah,
Okay. Oh, see, then he's on. Who's he going against? Bosa?
yeah, he's gonna
Is
go
it
against
Bosa?
Bosa. It's gonna be. I feel like Bosa
Woo!
or one of those edges. Jonah Jackson, guard for the Detroit Lions, is out.
Okay. See, that's
Man,
a big deal right there. What
oh
is
yeah.
it? Right guard or left guard?
It just says guard, but
Oh, okay.
uh,
So that's a big
yeah,
difference, man. I think it goes in our advantage if
for sure.
you don't want to see a player go out because for me, man, I hate seeing even on the opposing team, man. I don't want to see know something like that. It's unfortunate for something like that to happen because when you go to battle, man, you want all your guys in there, you know. And I like a fair. I don't want
Yes.
no excuses. I like fair and square, you know. So I would love. I wish they had that man out there, and I wish we had
Yeah.
our guys out there too. But I
I'm
think it'll
the
be in our
exact
advantage.
same. I want full squads, everyone healthy, and the best team wins, right? You go up full squad. It's not like, I mean, last year, the Eagles, remember, they were talking mess when they beat the Niners, but the Niners didn't have their
Oh,
quarterback. Like, that's,
yeah,
you want everyone to go full strength just so you know who's really gonna to win and who's really the better team. But I mean, missing a starting guard, especially versus, like we said, this D line, this very
yeah,
talented San Francisco D line, you need all your soldiers for this
yeah.
battle.
You
So
need all that for
one of them is
sure.
going to be a backup, and having to fight off Siobhan Hargrave, Eric Armstead, just
Oh
fighting for
man,
his life.
scary. It's scary. It's scary.
I'm sure the Lions will try to game plan around that. Maybe some runs towards the outside, maybe some quick passes towards the outside, expecting more of that internal D line interior rush to affect them. But I feel like Panay Sewell could do a big part
Oh
in
hell
helping the Lions out by shutting down
yeah, hell
some of
yeah.
that edge rusher. And it's, I mean, I'm waiting for him to get flipped over to the left side because left tackle is the one, you talk about pass protector, the one taking care of the quarterback. But um, I think their left tackle is going to retire soon, and then Panay's going to slot in. But yeah, it's going to be dope to see that battle. Definitely going to be focused on that matchup, right? Penei Sewell on the right side versus whatever DN or edge rusher that the Niners want to throw at him.
They
Because
better put Bosa on the other side because the Oos ain't playing either, man. Oos,
yeah,
I don't know. No disrespect to my team, but I'm just saying I'd rather see Chase on that side than see Bosa on that side. But man, iron sharpens iron, man.
hey, there you go. Yeah, so I mean, I want to see Penei do good. Um, yeah, and I think he's moving towards like a you can't mess with me status. Like he's already a
Mm,
young bull, but he's getting to the point where people are gonna, like you said, just go rush from the other side because there's no point in
yeah,
trying to get through Panay. And this
yeah.
could be a big game that proves that. Win or lose for the Lions, if Panay does good, it's gonna really, I feel like, positively affect his career. Like I don't think he's gonna leave the Lions or anything, but I think this is going to show the public, maybe even the casual fans, just how strong and good of a player Penei Sewell is, especially going against this, like we said, this line and these linebackers. So that's going to be super
I
interesting.
think I think I don't know if his stats is maybe I don't know if it might be in the playoffs or I thought I heard it was this man let 0 sacks go. I think I might be wrong, but yeah, man, he's a real big difference. He's probably the reason one of the reasons why that offense is getting that ball moving when they run the ball. Because Panay ain't nothing to play with. The is here to stay, and he will get that bag. You know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, that's coming up soon. He's about to get that
Yeah.
second contract. He's been playing on that rookie contract, and I think they might be able
Yeah.
to extend him for another year because of that first round player option or team option for the
Mm.
first round players. They can pick up like your fifth year at a discounted price. But after that, he's definitely going to command a bag of a contract.
Oh, he gonna
Um,
get that bag.
all right. So let's see.
Yeah.
Niners, Lions. I know you got the Niners, but is there an X factor for the Lions you think would have to go off for them to get this upset? That's a big upset too. 7 point favorite or 7 point underdog for the Lions. Who
Uh,
do you think has to go off for them to stand a chance versus the Niners?
Jared Goff.
Right.
I think
Starting
Jared
Jared.
Goff is that is the main one because I think St. Brown's gonna show up. Who else? I think. who is it? Williams, of course, both of the
Jamison
back,
Williams.
Jamison Williams. They also got another dude. I think he might be all pro as well. I think he might be all pro as well. Either second or he might be all pro. But I think that other receiver as well. Just that whole receiving core is dangerous. But I think Jared Goff needs to be the
Mm-hmm.
one to come through for them in order to win this game.
It's I feel like a lot can change and is balancing on Goff. Like obviously if he doesn't do good, the Lions' chances go way down. But
Yeah.
if he does do good, they're gonna stand a chance. And like you said, some of the safeties for the Niners might be old, so there are gonna be some shots. There's gonna be some exciting hold your breath plays.
Oh,
It's gonna I know
no.
for Niners fans it's gonna be tough, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna definitely be an exciting game. And if Jared Goff goes off, that's gonna hugely help the Lions. Anybody on the Niners side that needs to absolutely show up for the W?
Hell yeah, Brock Purdy, man. Brock Purdy.
this
Brock.
was
Hey,
this one's
Brock
gonna be on the
Purdy got to
quarterbacks.
show up, bro. Because man, I mean, second year, there's just no excuse, man. I ain't even gonna go through this, man. Brock Purdy needs to show up. He needs to not force the ball. Not
Mm-hmm.
in that middle. That middle seems kind of dangerous every time he throws that in the middle. I'd be like, damn, dude. And I know these other teams are catching on. They're probably already like, okay, Brock Purdy's gonna throw it up the middle, or he's gonna throw these corner routes,
Yeah.
or these posts or something. He's gonna get it. But Brock Purdy, that's my answer. Brock Purdy needs to show up, and if he could show up, then man, we'll show out, man.
Yeah, I have the same person, Brock Purdy. Um, the Lions defense, I don't think has given up a 100-yard rusher all season. Um, so they lock up the run, and it's going to be difficult to do against Christian McCaffrey. But I think CMC is going to get less rushing yards than people expect. So if that happens, it's going to be on the quarterback to be able to um, really adjust and get the passing game
I
going to free
think,
that up.
hey, fun fact, CMC over 75 yards every time, 11-1 for the 49ers every time.
Ooh, good stat.
Hey, if he don't go over 75 plus yards, then yeah, we're gonna have a tough
Oh,
ass game, man. So that's one of the keys. I know we're gonna run it. That's what the Niners are known for, that run game. You
mhm.
might hit them, of course, the jet sweeps and yeah. I think that's how we'll go about it. I think CMC is gonna get his touches.
Dang, 75 yard. What'd you say? 11-1?
Yeah, with CMC 70 plus yards, 75 yards and up. The
Nice.
Niners go 11-1.
I'm changing my player. It needs to be CMC. CMC needs to run the ball, keep this offense on schedule, make it easy for Brock Purdy. Yeah. But it's going to be tough against
Bro,
this
but
Lions
I don't
defense that
want
be
to
biting
believe in that though.
kneecaps.
I don't want to believe. I don't want to believe. Damn, this man got to be 75 plus yards in order for us to. Nah, man. Hell no. For a fact that the Lions are planning to stop CMC because CMC
Mhm.
is he might be MVP for this season. You don't know. We don't know. I mean, I know everybody. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, man. I think Lamar is up there, but for CMC to be the MVP, one of the candidates up there, yeah, he's up there for a reason. So I know for a fact the Lions are going to try to have a little plan on him, how to stop him, and that
Take
ain't the
him
plan
out of
for
the
him to,
game.
yeah, try to take him out. So I think Brock Purdy is he needs to show up and show out, man. If he could do that, make it easier on. I think if Brock shows up, everything easier
Ooh,
runs. Everything will happen. Everything will
nice.
come in easier than what we think.
I'm excited. I'm
Hopefully.
excited for these games, man. It's gonna be so good. I'm also gonna bet on some of them.
Are you?
For years, I told Forrest, I told Uri, I was like, man, these betting commercials are showing up. They're basically giving away free money. They're like, bet
Don't
$5 and get a
do
hundred free bets. And I'm like, this is some like uh predatory shit, man. They're trying to get people to sign up and eventually lose money over time. And I held out for like 2, 3 years, and then
Oh yeah, it's time. It's
I
calling you.
downloaded.
See, if you were doing it for 2 or 3 years, I would have said, "Hey, don't do it." But if you held out, oh yeah, go ahead and try that thing, man.
As soon as the playoffs started, I was like, I told my girl, I was like, I just
What's the?
downloaded DraftKings. Uh, I
Oh
just
man.
downloaded DraftKings, and she's like, I don't think we should be betting. And I was like, well, I'm gonna ask you who we should put this parlay on, and she picked like 4 out of 6 correct. And I think
Oh,
the Lions only won by 1 against the Rams. That would have been correct for her, but now every week we're doing bets together. I'm like, oh, yeah, yeah.
that's
Couple that
right.
bets together, it's all good. Uh,
That's right.
yeah, so I'm gonna be
What's the
very, very. Oh,
what's
good.
the over and under for the Niner game?
Let's see.
Or do you guys do the over
Lions.
and under, or you guys just do a straight bet?
Yo, I'm really big on the parlays. Like, I want like a 10 leg parlay, just
Oh,
because you could
okay.
bet like $5, $10 on it, and it cashes out
Right,
like
right,
5,000.
right. Nah, for
Uh,
real.
the
But those
over.
are see, those is hard though too. It only takes
Yeah,
1 minute, man. You're like,
right.
damn, bro, come on.
Why did I bet the under on this Bills Chiefs game? Damn it. For the Lions and Niners, the over under is 51 and a half points.
Oh,
So this is like
51.
22-29 is the kind of projected final score. Niners with a 7 point win. If you're going off of the spread and the over under, 29-22. Um, I'm hoping
Damn, I
it's
see
like a.
hella people taking the over.
Oh, for real? I feel like these are two
I
good
don't know why.
defenses, though.
I
Hmm.
just feel like, nah, man. If they're going if they're going off of based off of how we played last week, then yeah, you're. Never mind. I think they might be taking under, but I
Damn.
could see a lot of people taking the over. I don't know why. I just got a feeling that people will take over. I
Do you
mean,
think? Would
good
you take
weather,
that over?
man.
Yeah, good weather.
Damn, good weather, man, bro. Normally, when I'll tell you the way I pick, man. Normally, when I pick one, it's always the other one, man. So then I think I don't know why I'm bad luck, dude. I'm bad luck, bro.
Oh, that's my life right there. If I pick one, it's the other. That's my betting. That's my betting career. Um, yeah.
I'll
So
probably go
the
under though.
you go under. It's gonna be
Yeah, I'll
like a
probably
more
go under.
defensive game. Probably take the offense a little time to get adjusted. Maybe like
Yeah,
20-17 or something. 23-20. 23 to yeah, yeah. And
yeah.
that would be way under. Um, Man, yeah, that is our analysis for Ravens Chiefs and Lions Niners. The championship round games are about to happen. If you're listening to this on Championship Sunday, tap back in a couple more days when we do the recap for this week. Bro, this was so good. You did great.
Man,
This was
heck no.
this is a great
Shout out to my
episode.
loose Lance, man.
Appreciate you for being on.
Uh,
Meezy, you got any before we go, any shout outs, any highs you want to say to the people listening or watching?
uh, to the people, to the followers, man. Go Niners, man. Nah, but hey, you know what? I'm gonna give shout outs, man, especially in the 209. Shout out to Eri, man, Lavasa, man, for
Yeah.
making a big difference in our community. Even our older cousin, man, Petey, Living Room Media, man. I'm a big fan of what they're doing to our community, man. It's these
Nice.
what they're doing to these young youth kids, man. Shout out to you guys, man. Being a positive role model to us, and also, man, shout out to Ballinesians, man. The next
Appreciate
coming
you.
up, man. I can see you guys up there in the future, man.
Yeah.
Dead ass, man. Thank you guys for having me too.
Bro, this was great, and your comments and stuff. It's super good analysis, especially for the Niners. So bro, you're welcome back anytime. We can get you on
Oh,
talking
hey,
about
before the Super Bowl, for sure. Before the Super Bowl, even if we didn't
yeah,
make it, I just love to come on here. I hope the other Usos here from Vegas after stay away from Vegas.
yeah. Shout out to
Yeah,
Livasa Island Apparel's Eri Hosea,
yes,
brother
sir.
Va'a, Big Boat
Big boats.
out there at Via Dolorosa Samoan Congregational Church
Yeah,
in
shout out to my
Modesto.
church.
Yeah,
Hell
is that the
yeah.
family church?
Yeah, that's our church
Nice.
we all grew up in, man.
That's dope. Yo, and the
Yeah,
plans he be talking about and trying to use the land to like really help the community and be a positive space. And I
yeah,
mean, just one example is the food drive they do every Saturday, Via
right.
Dolorosa
Yeah,
Church. I think it's 9 to
yeah.
12, 1331 Cascade Avenue in Modesto, California. If you're listening in Modesto, you know anybody in Modesto, please send them there on Saturdays. But even while they're doing the food drive, they have like a youth hangout, get together, like playing games and stuff. So definitely tap in at le underscore Vasa on Instagram and really see what
Yeah.
the community of people are doing. And also shout out to Petey, the Living Room Media. Man, so
Yes,
much
sir.
growth, experience, content coming out uh, with some dope, good people, and
Yeah.
I definitely need more of that. Um,
Heck
Meezy,
yeah, man.
appreciate you for being on. Shout out
Thank
to
you, brother.
you
Thank you.
for taking the invite and coming on and breaking down Niners versus Lions Championship Sunday. It's going on. Uh,
Whew. Hope
man,
I don't
super.
deactivate my page, man. Please, man.
You'll be good. It's going to be super exciting to
No.
watch. Championship Sunday, a trip to the Super Bowl on the line, quest
Oh
for
man.
six, restore the roar,
Oh
the
man.
Chiefs and Mahomes, the Ravens getting to the Super Bowl that Lamar promised them when he was drafted. So many different storylines and possibilities coming up. And we're going to be
Damn.
recapping championship weekend uh, later on Sunday or Monday. Shout out to brother Forrest, who's out there in Las Vegas right now. Uh, yeah, we're
Heck
gonna have
yeah, shout
everybody
out
back
to us.
for a real good recap episode, and then we're gonna have so much to do getting ready for the Super Bowl. Yeah, so again, thank you for coming on, man. Really appreciate it. Appreciate you, Meezy. And yo, that's our episode. Thank you everybody for listening. Enjoy championship weekend and tap back in with us for the recap next week. For Meezy, I am Lance Falatongo. This has been the Ballinesian podcast sponsored by Livasa Island Apparel. Check them out, www.livasaislandapparel.com. Stay hydrated, stay blessed, stay ballin'. Love and light. Peace.